Civil War reenactments, reenacted by the Washington Civil War Association in Fort Steilacoom Park on April 30th, was a great chance to learn of many great qualities our nation had in that time period. I learned about domestic ways of the war, fighting tactics / weaponry, and how much the world has changed from that period. In the home, families made their own butter by putting warm milk in a jar and churning it with a rod with an X-shaped block on the bottom. 70% of the clothing worn in the home was from a merchant, but yarn was still made by dyeing and straightening wool, then was pulled by a wheel turned by your foot. It was a simple machine, but difficult to get the process all the way down. After homes would create a good, they may have to trade or sell it with their neighbor to get some money or the goods they needed. This was especially true for Confederate families because Dad may not be earning enough money. They also started to have to make soap again because local merchants weren't always available during the war. The weaponry used in the war wasn't different than what we used in the Revolutionary War. Cannons were still used regularly, and swords weren't uncommon to see, but they seem to only suggest that the carrier is the leader, along with the guns which they used, which hadn't changed. The Confederate Army seemed to be less organized by ways of wearing various shades of blue, gray, and yellow, and by their sloppier lines. Both armies had drums and flutists. During the day, President Lincoln gave the speech Gettysburg Address.
I've come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that this nation might live.
The houses of the Civil War time period were a lot neater and more fancy. Male children wore dresses, and we have gone down quite a few notches from what parents and children wore. We have advanced quite a bit with military organization, tactics, and weaponry. Many things were homemade, but now many families don't even eat homemade meals. The tents were all made of white canvas. Leather workers would shape leather with hammers, and now there isn't even a leather worker. All in all, this was a great experience, and I recommend it.
This is the district-approved version of the Civil War. Bang, 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 bang. We won! Woo!